Well, good evening and welcome to the book spot, folks. This is the spot where people get their books written. And so I'm Joseph McCrae, and I'm here to talk to you today about a very important topic, and that is now, not later, no procrastination. So join me tonight and let's ask your questions. Let's hear from your let's hear your comments because uh, no, it's just no, no, not now. No more procrastinating, okay? It's time to get that book written. It's time to get that book written. No more procrastinating. So I want to talk about procrastination, and also I want to tell you a little bit about the book spot. So the book spot is a place where I just pour out, I just share with you about writing. I'm an author. I've written a couple books, and I like to just give back to folks. Okay, so up in the corner, you see that's a book there. Get that book written. This is written to authors just to kind of give them some tips on how to write the book. And then I also have written all those bottles, a book about alcohol. I'm telling on you, a really great book. You can check out some of the reviews on Amazon. But let's get into this topic tonight. And first, we want to talk about a definition for procrastination. So, definition of procrastination means to put off intentionally and habitually. To put off things that you are to do, you're putting them off, and you're doing them with intent. It's not like you're forgetting, and you're doing it habitually. It's a pattern. Another thing is that it's to be slow or late about doing something that should be done. So you're supposed to do it. You're half an hour late, getting it done. 2 days late, a week late. Uh, this is procrastination, and we don't want that. We don't want that as a writer because you'll never get the book done. You'll never get the book done if you don't write. If you don't stick to tasks. And so, no more later. No more. I'll get it done next week. But stand on task, right? No next day, no tomorrow. Uh, it is now. Now is the time. And so that's what I want to kind of stop past here to kind of emphasize with you that we got to do it now. We got to get the book written now. And I'm going to give you some tips. I'm going to give you some way. I'm not going to just talk about a problem, but I'm going to tell you some ways to fix it, to some ways to make it better. Okay. And we'll get into some causes. What are some of the causes of procrastination? What causes people to procrastinate? Believe it or not, folks, it's the fear of failure. It's the fear of failure. And so sometimes people fear failure. And because they fear failure, they just won't step out. They just won't step out and do what they need to do, and that is writing. They won't do that writing because they just feel like it won't be successful. Like nobody will ever read it. It won't be popular, and I won't make New York's bestseller, all that kind of stuff. But that shouldn't be your reason for not writing your book, right? It shouldn't be your reason. And the other one is people feel overwhelmed. Sometimes they're overwhelmed. They have so much going on in their lives that there's no time. There's just no time. And so they need to take some time and take a look at like how can they um, get their time managed much better. And so another one is um, some ways to overcome procrastination, some ways to overcome it. Believe it or not, the research I did found out that you have to admit that you are procrastinating. You have to admit that there is procrastination going on in your life and how you can make that better. How you can make that better for yourself. And I think that's a good thing to come to a place where you admit, hey, you know what, I'm putting off stuff. I'm intentionally doing it. I'm habitually doing it. I'm slow to do things. I'm late in doing things. So admitting it is the beginning of trying to get it corrected, trying to get it better, trying to improve it. because you want to write a book. There's something on the inside of you that's pressing you to want to write a book, to want to share your thoughts, want to share your ideas, and we want to hear about them. We want to hear you. You know, there is something that a great uh, minister of the gospel said, Miles Monroe. He said, um, "Don't go to the grave empty. Get out of you all that is on the inside of you. Go to the grave empty. Accomplish all the things that you wanted to do." And tonight, I just want to talk about writing in particular. Accomplish the goal of writing. Another one is to eliminate the things that are distracting you, the things that don't have a lot of value, and they are in your way. They're keeping you from getting to your goal. They're keeping you from accomplishing what it is you want to accomplish. And so we want to eliminate them. We want to say, you know what, I'm not going to do this. Sometimes, believe it or not, it's social media. Sometimes it's television. Sometimes it's being on your phone. Games and stuff. So eliminating some of these distractions can probably help you to not procrastinate and get things accomplished. Get things accomplished. And set goals you can reach. Don't set this far out goal that you just can't accomplish. You say, well, I'm going to spend an hour, writing. I'm going to spend an hour reading about writing, researching about writing. When you only have the capacity to spend about 15 minutes, 15 minutes at the most, 20 minutes, okay? And be honest with yourself. Be honest with yourself about what it is you can do and how much time you can spend reaching that goal. So, you know, that's what's important. Being honest with yourself, setting a goal that you can reach, because it's very disappointing and frustrating when you set a goal, you're going to do this, you're going to do that, and then you just don't reach it. Then you get, really despondent, you get despair, and you just don't want to even try it anymore. So set small goals that you can reach, that you can achieve, and then you want to reward yourself. So after you have accomplished your goal, after you have done what you said you was going to do, you should find some way to reward yourself, some way that you can get some pleasure. Maybe it might be a nice little snack, maybe it might be a movie treat, maybe it might be a nice meal, or maybe a good walk around the park. Whatever it is, you should incorporate some rewarding yourself, because you set a goal, you reached it, and now you're gonna like celebrate yourself, and that comes down to your writing, right? When it comes down to your writing, the goals that you accomplish, you want to have some way of rewarding yourself. And then sometimes you want to take a break from it all. I'm in the studio here, and
What are you doing?
I'm in the studio. Okay, I'm doing a show. So sit back and relax.
Right now?
So so we want to take a break. Sometimes you want to take a break and not get yourself overwhelmed. So you stop for a moment and you just pause. You just take a pause. Sometimes it could be just getting in a nap. It could just be coming back to it, in a couple of days, but just having some balance going on, okay? And and then this last piece I want to mention is hold yourself accountable. Hold yourself accountable, and I'm really doing that for my life. So I'm not telling you something that I'm not doing myself. So if I set out that I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, um, I'm going to put every effort possible to make it happen, you know. And I just had a recent situation yesterday. I had set a goal to change the turtle water tank. It was filthy, and I um, I kept thinking of all the ways I could like get out of it. I thought of all the ways I could like not have to do it, and and then it just hit me. I said I was going to do it. I need to be accountable and do it. And so I just did it. Now I know it wasn't writing, but it was a goal. It was something I had put on my calendar to do. And that's how you have to see your writing. It's something you put on your calendar, something you scheduled, something that you deemed that was important. And the word is now, not later. No procrastination. You're not going to get your book done if you procrastinate. If you put off, if you put off intentionally and you habitually do it, you're not going to get a book written. If you're late about doing it, you're not going to get it done. So you got to get on task, and you have to realize it's important. You got to get past fear, and you just got to get it done. You got to make yourself a checklist, and a little bit at a time, just get it done. It's not that hard. It's not that hard. It happens. People do it all the time. People get books written, okay? And that's what the book spot is about. It's about people getting their books written. And it's an incredible accomplishment. It's a great fulfillment in your life when you have completed your book, when you have taken that which you have desired, that which is in your heart, that which has been on your mind, and accomplished the goals. I mean, press in, push. It is so fulfilling. If it wasn't so fulfilling, I wouldn't do this show. Like, I wouldn't um, carve out time to do this show. I took a little break. I stepped away from it, and then it started tugging on me that, hey, you started this, and why are you stopping? And I couldn't really find a reason for why I was stopping it, except I was just procrastinating. I kept thinking, well, I can't do it this day. I can't do it. Then I just came up with a plan. You know what? Every first and third Wednesday for 15 minutes, I can do it. And I don't care where I am. Like, I'm not home. I'm not in the studio. I'm in a car. I turned the laptop around, folks, and got the hotspot on the phone working for the laptop and made it happen. You see, there's so much we could do if we put our minds to it. There's so much we can accomplish if we put our minds to it. If we get out of fear, if we get out of fear, if we get out of the opinions of others, and we stop procrastinating, we stop putting off, we stop delaying, and we say, I'm accomplished this. I'm going to check it off my list. I'm going to get it done, right? I'm going to get it done. And that's what the book spot is here to do. It's really a place to encourage you. It's really a place to push you and to inspire you and to get you motivated, get your will to say, yes I can, and I will. That's what the book spot is about. Um, Having written several books, I know what it means. I know what it feels like, and I'm just trying to um, pump you up, encourage you, get you to the point where you say, you know what, Joe, that's what I want to do too, and do it, and do it. And so we're wrapping up now. Time is wrapping up, and I want to thank you who are going to watch this, because somebody's going to watch it. I've never seen it where it had like no views at all. Somebody will watch it, and I just want to encourage you that you can make it happen. You can do it. Don't get into procrastination. Don't allow it to hold you from accomplishing your goal. Thank you for your time.